Breaking news are here, say NPP say among contest the Tamale central seat. Is it the seat are currently the late Dr. Mutala Mohammed in the seat, Unfortunately, now Kanipa 8 a sure in the Obwase plane crash. Why is the NPP deciding not to contest the Tamale central seat? What makes the Tamale central seat a very interesting one? What will make the NPP take that decision? And again, me post a picture and if you started with across my Facebook and then the NDC so among contest Akwatia and NDC contest Akwatia, is it on the same pedestal? It's a full-blown analysis. It me pen say now who's a mature paper say who's a laptops, phones in your dear gumanuma, now your critical analysis and your bay amount. My name is Eugene 82. Message of best subscribe. What's subscribe? I keep on notification. May the video be a to my ube who let me actually. Let's start this way. 2004, Assembly Koya could pay the Apex Court of Ghana, the Supreme Court, the Electoral Commission of Ghana, that time, not Dr. Ferjan Dano, it created 30 constituencies in 2003, and on the back home here to 2004. Abano. The next time, BMA was increase constituencies in 2012. It took 4 AB. Now, ye increases our constituencies ye created. One of the constituencies ye created here a Tamale Central. Tamale Central. So oko Tamalea. Unzomzomo mayor. Send you Kumasi wo mayor. Accra wo mayor no. Those say Kumasi have 47 constituencies. By your 43 MMDs. Because KM mayor no sure force so. In Siaeso. Menshia North. Subing. Ene Bantman. Oko Tamale so a mayor no social media no so. Permit checks a one. Tamale Central and a Tamale South. And a Tamale South. So that's what mummy mayors share more than one. So again, Tamale ewo 3 constituencies. Tamale North. I wanna this young man, you know what's the Alaji and Alaji. Suhini ewo no. Your Tamale Central current MP no. Dr. Mutala Mohammed or Tamale South. I want the Odigedi Botoma, Harry Diswa, and Echo. Now, what are some dynamics? I say, if you're a student of history, student of politics, what must you know about the Tamale Central seat? And then analysis ne doso. Me dolof about me, Kase ye me could me dolof. Now, Moba Kaya, Professor Wayo Saini, Oye Bibi Ghana ha at Trende Pan. Maybe your parliament 2006. Certain na NDC akoyo mu Congress fresh okofo de everyday koto mi ko na nakwaku boatin school. It one nim kofo de bia na nakwaku boatin school ni a lands commission ni opposite everyday koto. Ofa kwan no so kakra wo ko New Japan secondary school. Wo chia se ya wo Galaway Madonna school a kofo dia sector ko Galaway police station wa eno ano no. Minim wo yie pa. Na 2005 Congress no bibi kusiye. Enti Professor Wayo Saini Ojina parliament one day no se me NDC ni de but my niema bi a aka me sunu mu na sorry fan the back fan the pen ni bibia no walk here across no kotena NPP fo e den no MPA and speaker man kwan so nkasa Professor Wayo Saini kasa no and no say the 2 reasons in more resign from NDC no any or say the violence that characterized the NDC Congress in Koforidua last December and the lack of internal democracy within the party. Professor Wayosen Yaneka say, or say, I was welcomed to the conference of the Eride Koto by a group of thugs who physically attacked me and verbally intimidated me. Lack of internal democracy within the NDC is the main cause of the intra-party violence. Say time no, not the contest no, between Dr. Obeda Samuel, obey national chairman of the NPP. One Alaji Sumaini Zakaria, no a northern regional chairman. It's that time no. Now Professor Wayo Saini no support Alaji Zakaria. Let obey northern regional chairman of the NDC. On the time, Anana Azoka, a first vice chair or northern region. Yes, to no free Azoka, a chairman. Samatias here. Nana Papa MP, or na the first MP for constituency created 2004 Professor Wayo Saini no, a support no. No so could do a redek, na man to be born and transfer wo support Zakaria, Ubehuni BC. So Obeda Samuel Winia, Oba Chips and Yobeya Bukufie. so then am yesa enu nti no saa de a December ana mo yesa de no nti wo twen ya wo hwe Ghana web story na dey March to wadwen ho na March 2006 also we anya support NDC bio or resign. That means that there had to be a by-election. That's a story, and that's a very interesting story. Now, by-election, na course 2006. Nipa 6 and a kojina here. Nipa 6 and a kojina NDC. So that time, no, I did 44 years. Former Lands and Natural Resources Minister. Gloria Bako me penas NDC, one of my favorite characters, me penasem. Me the NPP NDC will be am penasem. Oh, my family, me penasem. Your friend no. Inusa for saying no effort for a lawyer na NDC didn't go deny. Today king contest. Let's not forget say Professor Wayosene no a contest is an independent candidate. Let me check the records again for you. Or say Professor Wayosene, an Greek economist who resigned from the NPP as necessitated the vote. He's contesting as an independent candidate. And the Wayosene will be a certain member of parliament NDC new. Or cotton people no later or contesting election is independent candidate. You know, a professor of economics. You'll be a book goes by his principles and everything based on what I'm reading. You got to abani we na nomination be any idea na abano. My mempe date name. On my critical analyst channel there. Yeah, na you 2 na ni actually see say the see abano omoto no April 4 2006. You to abani we no na NDC. Ena ewini abranti e frano Inusa Abdullahi Hussein 44 years lawyer eno wini. So that is a bit of a background about the Tamale Central constituency. Beautiful constituency. Now another fact is what me man say voter population about 100,000. Voter population about 100,000. A seat dominated by the NDC. NPP winning that. The closer the NPP came was in 2020, where they garnered about 44.83%. But still the NDC won of about over 50%. So let me give you some facts. Over 2005, NDC winning we have about 55.81%. 2008, 65.79%. 2012, 59.67%. 2016, 59.81%. 2020, and also still in the 50s. Then 2024, winning by 75.84%. Now let me give you a bit of fun fact. Mutala we na me fa the currency. The first time I call you MP, no MP for Nanton. Is that the name of the constituency? Let me get it. Nanton, yes. Nanton constituency. Ninchi free Nanton. Ebisu free Tamale Central. It's you say in 2020 no so go be wa bre and oje mutuo. Then a former member of parliament acquired one term. So the first time Mutala entered parliament was in 2013. So he entered parliament to first parliament, second parliament, 2000, third parliament, 2005, a fourth parliament, 2009. Fifth parliament 2030 seat. So he entered the sixth parliament and no lose your one term MP. So continue for 4 years. Then and those have saying is our break why be there. Then he decided to contest at Tamale Central. Then he won. That tells you how maverick he is as a gentleman. Winning here. It's in the second term of called parliament, was on the ticket of Tamale Central. One of the few MPs, another MP, I mean, a fun fact. Abubakar Sadiq Salaga, Anna Madina, near Sesubetu, no, so we didn't put no big deal Madina. I think coming about 3 MPs, my fun fact, another time. It's in the third time of parliament, and any this term, Fofian Tuata, Brichi, Abawe Frimono. So that is a bit of the Tamale Central for you. Now, MPP so among contested. What do I make of that? I believe it's a master stroke of a decision. When you look at the face of the results, I mean, question because numbers, a ball kakra. 2024, John Mahama, 48,431, 70.12%. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 20,633, 29.88%. Parliamentary, Mutala, 52,263, 75.84%. Then NPP candidate has 16,647. That is 24.16%. So what that tells you, or someone follow the data, is that Muntala is even popular in Tamale Central than John Dramani Mahama. While John Dramani, yes, you cannot compare presidential to parliamentary election because they are not on the same pedestal. But on the surface of the data, it tells me that Mutala has a higher acceptance ratio in Tamale Central than the presidential candidate. It's not abnormal. It happens. Sometimes sometimes some constituency who be. Central region was a clear case study in 2020. NPP now about 23 seats, no more about 16 or 24. I counted, I think 4 seats per. They lost 19 seats to the NDC in 2020, but President Akufo-Addo won presidential in Central Region. So while the NDC was losing the presidential election in Central Region, they were winning the parliamentary election. The NPP lost humongously, hugely in Central Region in 2020, but Akufo-Addo won comfortably in Central Region. So sometimes you cannot necessarily compare presidential elections to parliamentary election, but you can also just play with the data. So based on the casual look of the data, almost 8 out of 10 in the NDC went for Mutala. Then 7 out of 10 went for John Dramani Mahama. That tells you how darling Mutala is to them. The NPP in so more contest here, what are the dynamics? MPA. Look at the trend. JB Dankwe, look at the trend. Ebuakwanof, Ebuakwasa. Let me make Ebuakwan, Mama fun fact to be. It be an say the first time I seen the first time I seen and the first time I seen Mumpe data ni, my friend to Suma. Abetifi 2016 by election, I don't have a champion call parliament, NDC uncontested. Only get the bottom of Betifi because we 3 seats in prior so Coco Umwini. Upper Dencha 2004, Oman contested. Oshe NDC in Swa. Ebuakwa 2016 Oman contested. Just Oman contested. So MPP in Yomoyen is not a novelty. It's things that have been done. NDC have done it before, MPP have done it before. It's not novelty. But in this case, they are not contesting because from 2004, in the last 20 years, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, 2024, in 6 election cycles, the MDC has won. So it is a comfortable seat for the NDC. Historically, if I strike the average 55, 65, 59, 59, then 75, an average of about 60 to 65%, MPP cannot win. That is the truth. The NPP can never win the Tamale North seat, the Tamale Central seat, the Tamale Central seat. So they just want to save money. But it's also a master stroke of a decision because it brings the NPP back to the conversation. Mahama Krakas Yankamu, MPP Ahunyansa Uzo Woman contested. To me as a politician, I think it's a good decision for the NPP. It tells me that the NPP seems to agree with John Mahama. So, now for the election, to move Phyllis and nothing here, but it sends the signal out there so be a castle peace, cohesion. But does that dynamics equal to Akwatia? I disagree. The Akwatia election is totally different. Absolutely different. Akwatia now 192, then Jambo District. 9 election cycles. The NDC has won 4. The NPP has won 5. 92, 96 NDC. 2000 to 2008 NPP. That's 3-2. 2012 Baba Jama NDC. Never 3-3. 2016. And a bear Amase na 4-3. 2020 be honorable Yadom na be 4-4. Then 2024 NS Kumi na be 5-4. That tells you a cliffhanger of an election. And look at the trends. The only time a candidate was able to hold the seat for 12 years, 2000, 2004, 2008, was the NPP. NDC held it 8 years. A free one, 22 Baba Jama, 2016 Amase, 2020 NDC, 2024 NPP. So you see, so the dynamics are not the same as Tamale Central. You cannot compare the 2 elections. They are not the same. They are not the same. Say by election is Bantama, Nyamenfa Sama. Is see Achima baby. You can do the comparison. But as on the surface of this, the 2 elections are not the same. They are not the same. and should not be compared on that score. They are totally different elections. Now again, we'll share the difference. Oh, my sheet has flown away. Difference about 58,16,000, right? Okay, 58,16,000, roughly about 30,000 difference. Akwatia last election, the difference was roughly about 2,000. So you cannot compare the election. If the NDC decide not to contest Akwatia, it will be out of morality, and I don't expect them to say someone contested, because the two elections are totally different. Some case someone contested, that's their decision. I'm not part of the NDC, but I believe some case some contestants who I don't see where the comparison comes in. It's nuanced more than how people want to make it look. It's not on the surface. Oh, young contestants, the NDC is so contested. I don't think that the two elections are the same. It's nuanced than what people may want you to believe. So that's the analysis I want to have for you. So the two election cycles are different, but I believe that the decision of the NPP to say someone contest, and you see, sometimes when people write, you look at the coding of it. You see, politics, optics is important too. John Mahama can so good na optics. Me check DSTV, any idea DSTV CK saying optics. A Tom Manfa come as a president no pepe. What you say? Optics. So the optics in politics matters unless you don't understand politics. But optics is very important in politics. But politics because UJ German for now one can want me. There's a German for family. Coming you are by coming out there. But one can Tom Manfu trim. Yakufo has long been tagged as belligerent. Any idea. People believed it. People believed it. Today, people still believe that tag about him. But up close, it may not be so. But that's how politics are. So when people put John Mahama, Kromfu, say you on 2 SBA investigation, you're clear and that's how the things were going. So in politics, perception and optics are strong. They are almost like reality. So you need to take care of optics. You need to guard how people see in politics. Now NPP statement, don't throw baby. Or say, till the decision was taken by the party at a national steering committee meeting held on Monday, 11th August 2025. Was say in arriving at the decision, the party considered many factors, including the circumstances under which the Tamale Central seat has become vacant and the possibility of a further polarization of the country at this critical time. John Mahama said, "Yam brewe ni your politics." And NPP this statement was yam contested. Yam person mind be polarized. You nimsa say yam pinu na ya. Ebia what do NDC ni amfa mo de. But to the neutral voter, to the other, to the both the view ni baby a sense of signal NPP and answer for you man yes to come see by election, especially let's not forget a black one of federal mechi say black one of public man no federal mechi kwasi asema mrante ni kodi ni do mechi it was NPP BB is a good optics. I say that NDC need I won't go to comments but I won't be surprised because you disagree, but optics matter in politics, and I believe that whoever occasioned the NPP to take this decision took a master stroke of a decision for the NPP. But the timing of it, the timing is even important. It's a master stroke timing. Yeah, money there, but it's a master stroke. I don't expect the NDC to say they won't contest Akwatia because of the dynamics I've given, and these are purely numbers. These are facts. These are not my subjective analysis. They are subjective in but these are facts. They are easily verifiable. You can check for yourself. Major of never yeshe, Mr. Timi Kodide. Munya comment section ho mame. Na mo comment mi jimudi, some of them will comment baba. Maybe I input be answer person the bar. Let me know. Maybe I'm ranting be my you me ti wo ha pese hu let me know. Then we do. Now what this means doesn't mean a by election is also a muscle because the NPP in one is stakeholder. ABA CPP because let's not forget when it comes to the North, PNC and CPP are strong. So many can contest, there still be a by-election until all these parties decide to not contest. The NDC may go through an internal process. Then the winner subsequently will be sworn in as the new member of parliament for Tamale Central. Beautiful history for the constituency. History important to me reading many NDC, and I'm glad I was able to go through this with you guys. Now, me sure you don't come subscribe. I'm not click the notification, with the video be a tuma. Now, what to me, And again, and then my 3 videos I'm on Dr. Frank Amakwen any other issue. Make sure so share some videos. Now share man for no mun be. And a video once has a mun share some of the videos. Me share man mun film good tribu me the information be to tell me what ho. I am mun share na mko chire fam. Nyame share mun nyina on come. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.